The personal project is a highlight at St Andrews, particularly for the Year Sixes. It's an extended inquiry of a passion project for the student.
All of it's framed within developing these 5 major skills of research and communication, thinking, self-management and their social skills.
My project was all about edible insects. When I went to Singapore, it really inspired me. When I was in the hawker markets, everyone was eating insects. It was kind of like I was missing out on all of the fun.
As my topic, I chose FPV drone photography, which stands for first person view.
Mum started pottery a year ago and it's a hobby that she loved, and I decided I'd like to learn more about it.
A lot of high schools offer students to go through a woodworking program or a STEM program, and the high school that I'm going to doesn't really offer that to students, so I thought, why not do it for a personal project?
The students work really closely with the Year 6 teachers and with experts outside of school. The mentor is another adult which they can go to, and they can debrief, they can reflect, they can explain their process to another adult. It's another perspective.
So my mentor was Mr. Bowden. Basically, he helped me through making decisions for my project because I brainstormed a lot of questions and he helped me narrow it down.
Mrs. Thomas, she helped me like connecting me with people, helping me write emails.
My mentor is the art teacher, and so she's very creative, so that kind of also inspired me to do more creative pieces.
I had 2 mentors, Mrs. Obst and Miss Hoddock. They were really supportive and they really encouraged me to keep going if I came across a hurdle in my journey.
Some of us at the start were thinking quite small, and by the end it was really big.
And they found in the digital age that actually some of the richer pieces of knowledge have come from face-to-face conversations with people. And I think that connection building has probably been really beneficial for the students to know that not everything needs to be from the internet.
I went outside of school during the holidays to a woodworking shed down in Onkaparinga. And it was quite nerve-wracking at first because the majority of people there were male and they didn't really take in a lot of younger students. So I was the only one who was like 12 years old there. The rest were above like 50. But once I got to be used to it, everyone there was super nice and they really helped me. Everyone gave me advice and everyone showed me how to use the tools and stuff.
I went to Adelaide Micro Drones, which is a drone shop, and I was helped by a man called Dang, who's a professional in that area. And he was very helpful with troubleshooting, especially when it came to problems with the actual electronics.
I think doing something like the personal project in Year 6 just gives the children an amazing opportunity to develop these transferable skills which they can take into all aspects of their schooling, all aspects of their life. I have spoken with the students that they will be doing research projects like this again in Year 11, Year 10, and they will be able to draw on the experiences they've had in Year 6.
I realised that you need to have the motivation to learn by yourself, and you don't always need to have someone telling you what to do. If I'm around other people who want to succeed and want to get to their end goal, then I feel like I'll work better. The self-management I will use in every single part of throughout high school or even beyond that.
It's been fascinating to see old scholars return, or we find out about their journey, and you get a little bit of a hint of what it is that they might be interested in following through. So you can see the potential engineer. We had a student who was very interested in filmmaking, and that was her degree. Same with fashion. Maybe some future medics as well, particularly from this year, with a couple of the projects. So yes, it gives us a little bit of an idea of what they might follow through with.
You've really got to run your own race when it comes to the personal project. But I also would say the most important thing is time management. I would say use your time wisely, because even though I used my time well, I was still fighting against the clock at the end of it.
My advice to future students would be dream big.
I realised that woodworking is it's like an escape to reality. It's like It's your own little zone. It's just like you get to work on your piece, and in the end, another bonus is just having the piece that you created and you feel really connected to it because you've done all this work and it turns out great. Yes, the final product is definitely a part of it, but really take in the journey because you can really learn a lot about yourself.
I think I've learnt that I'm more capable than I assumed at the start. So I do feel quite accomplished and proud because of what I've achieved. I think there's not a lot of 12-year-olds who've built a drone, and I feel quite proud of that.